break in your years. It's genius. Bring your car to Budget Brakes and give your budget a break. You get it?
It's not exactly what I had in mind, but...
Visit budgetbrakes.com. Brakes starting at just $100.
No doubt we are all looking forward to spring just around the corner, and if you are like me, you're taking a look outside in your garden, your back porch, perhaps out by the pool, dreaming of color coming back into the world. So we're going to bring some of that color to you this morning because we're out at Wilson's So Much Fabric talking with Nicole Wilson in her beautiful showroom. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
I think that when I mentioned that about color, a lot of people probably sat up because the whole world, it seems like, has become full of neutral tones. They come here to your store on Highway 58 and they can find whatever color they're looking for.
Yes.
And the timing couldn't be better because you're about to have a sale.
Absolutely.
So what you brought in front of us this morning speaks to that outdoor seating area I was talking about, because you've got a great selection of Sunbrella products and they're part of what's going to be on this sale.
Sunbrella, Outdura. We have a lot of different companies that offer the acrylic-based thread these days. So there are a lot of options, and they are trying to bring color back. Of course, you still have your grays and your beiges, but pops of color. So we have a lot of books to choose from, and you have all kinds of options.
When I've been talking to you, we've been here for a little while, and every business that you're in has kind of its own vocabulary. Certainly the upholstery world has its own vocabulary as well. So you talk about this as if we know the same details you know. So the value of the acrylic-based thread is what?
So acrylic-based thread, they are more stain resistant. They help repel water. It's just different than a poly blend because cottons will absorb moisture, whereas these will repel.
Okay, so for me, I wish that I was your customer this morning because I love fabrics. I just love them, and I love the feel of fabrics. And for so often, outdoor upholstery was kind of rough and scratchy. This is very soft, Nicole.
You do. So it's just come a long way. So you have a lot. I mean, we even have people who use the outdoor fabrics indoor. It's great for dining room chairs. People use them on sofas and chairs that sit next to windows.
Good point.
They do not fade as fast. There's just a lot of benefits to indoor outdoor.
Okay, so when you plan to come over here to Wilson's So Much Upholstery, don't come when you're in a hurry.
Right.
Because you'll walk in, and so often you're accustomed to seeing bolts of furniture. Bolts of fabric rather. All of yours is hung very nicely, so it's easy to sort through and see, and you've got it color coordinated. I love that.
Thank you.
So everything in the store in terms of the fabrics is part of this sale, is that right?
Yes, so everything is going to be on sale. Well, minus our special orders, but if it's in stock, then it will be on sale. And then we already have clearance, so we always have fabrics marked down to $5 a yard. And then we have our bargain barrels. I mean, those are as low as $3 a yard.
I was talking with you, and when my girls were growing up and I was a stay-at-home mom, the joke was when my husband would leave to go out of town, and he would say, Julie, please, please don't paint and don't begin a project. And of course, the minute he was out of the driveway, I would do both. But it's fun to work on something, and you make that affordable for people.
We do, we try. And then we like to give pointers too. So if somebody comes in and they're like, I really want to try to do my dining room chair bottom, I'm like, let me tell you how to do it. So we really like to help people learn too.
You're a family business.
Yes, ma'am.
Your husband's parents are the ones who began the store, is that right?
They did.
And when y'all took over, you were not 100% sure that it was the right move to make, but you saw the life's dedication and the expertise. I mean, this is as much of a skill as anything else in life. And to see that might not be preserved would hurt us all. So thank you for doing it.
You're welcome. We really enjoy it. We like to make things pretty, and we like to make people happy. So
okay, so let's talk about the making people happy part, because we all are still kind of biting our nails from those COVID days where there was such a delay in getting things in. If somebody came to you during the sale and said, Nicole, I want to use this fabric and I want it to go on, I have an outdoor sofa and 2 chairs. General turnaround time, what do you think we're looking at?
So if it's just for cushions, I mean, right now we do not have a wait for cushions. It is about to be cushion season, so they start pouring in. We have a full-time seamstress who she does a beautiful job, and she can make your cushions. So right now our turnaround time for cushions is running probably about 2 weeks.
That's not bad. And do people bring the cushions to you?
They do.
Okay.
And then we also, or if they just need new foam, we even have foam replacements. We have EverDry foam, which is very porous. It's made for if it sits outside by your pool area or outside without being covered. And then we have a high density foam that we can use as well. So it's really endless.
I want to go back then to the expertise that you bring to it, because there's a good chance a lot of folks have had that experience of getting something reupholstered and it doesn't sit the same way.
Right.
Y'all, again, that's a painstaking process that you try to ensure does not happen.
Yes, so especially if they're going to have custom, like if they want their cushions custom fit, we just ask that they bring their piece in so we can make sure that it fits correctly. But every job's individual, so it really depends on the job and the customer and what they're wanting done.
The customer right now can be anything. It can be somebody like me walking in with a project I want to do, or just an old chair I want to have redone and have y'all do it. You also work a lot and can continue to work more on the commercial side of things, as well as with designers.
Correct.
Because your prices are so great, you kind of cut out the middleman for people.
Absolutely. That's our goal. And we do a lot of restaurant jobs. We do a lot of, we've done funeral homes. We've done a little bit of everything. We love to work with the everyday people. We like to make people happy.
How would you deal with someone like me? Because the older I get, the more difficult time I have making a decision. Does that happen often? Because you do have so many options here.
We do.
It's hard to know which is the right choice to make.
We don't really push anything. So when somebody comes in, they kind of have an idea of what they want. I kind of pick your brain. I ask if you have pets or kids or a husband or anyway, and so we just kind of see what you need, like whatever your need is. We do not let people buy fabric that's not for their need. So if you were to come in and tell me that you have a kitty cat, I'm not going to give you a tweed,
Right.
because it's not going to last. So there's no point in paying the money to have something done if it's not going to last.
Those were the magic words. I didn't tell you to say them, but those were the magic words.
Yay.
Okay, so you have these books here. Before I let you run and get back to the customers who very much want to see you, can you ever take these home with you to match up?
Yes, so we allow people to check out books. On all of our samples that we have cut, we have little swatches cut. So they're already pre-cut. You're allowed to take as many swatches that you need. All the prices are, pretty much everything's labeled.
Okay, so you're not going to find much in the interior decorating world these days where they tell you that you can have your cushions done in just a matter of 2 weeks or so. So the early bird's going to get the worm. If you don't act quickly, that 2 weeks will be extended probably a little bit. But you've heard a lot about what they have to offer you here in terms of customer service, the selection, certainly the expertise, and that's what you're really paying for, not to mention the price savings to boot. So the sale begins March 13th?
March 13th, and it'll run for 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wilson's So Much Fabric and Upholstery right here on Highway 58.
Age comes with wisdom, and wisdom comes with benefits. So if you have Medicare and Medicaid, or you receive extra help paying for prescriptions, make the wise call and dial 1-855-820-8083 today.
Let me help you with that.
Cigna Medicare Advantage plans offer $0 primary doctor visits, a $0 copay for many prescription drugs, and dental services including cleanings, crowns, and fillings, plus hearing, vision,